Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Jerm here. Today we have a little bit of a different video. It's going to be talking about TSM a little bit, but it's also going to be talking about some drama involving TSM and myself. Now, this is obviously not the first time that we've made a video like this. It's not the first time that I've been involved in some drama or some altercations with people throughout the community, and it's probably not going to be the last, let's be honest. It seems like I'm good for, some random drama with insert whoever, like every 3 months, maybe a couple times a year. But hey, this is the entertainment business. If we got to give you guys some crazy stories, some entertainment, whatever, hey, I'll do that. I'll be a part of that. Today, this whole situation revolves around me and TSM Dunk, their social media manager. I don't know what his exact title is off the top of my head, but pretty much TSM social media guy. He runs all that stuff over there. And yeah, me and him got into it a little bit. So today I just want to tell the whole story of what's going on, or at least, my side of the story. Maybe some stuff is not going to be, totally in there. He'll disagree with some stuff, whatever. I don't know. But I at least want to tell the story because it's pretty interesting, pretty entertaining, and obviously it's something that's on my mind. I still want my YouTube channel to reflect, what's going on with me and stuff a little bit. And it's related to TSM. It's related to League of Legends. We're going to talk plenty about TSM this upcoming week because there is so much drama and stuff coming out around TSM. And it seems like it might be getting to some of their staff, management, all these guys. But definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy this video. I would appreciate that a ton. Like I said, I'm trying to get some entertainment for you guys. And subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. With that being said, let's get right into this one. So, this whole story starts last year? I don't know. Sometime around last year. I was nobody. Nobody knew who I was. I'm still nobody, but I was more nobody back then. And, I was starting to follow people on Twitter. I was starting to reply to a ton of League of Legends tweets. I was starting to, cover some stories, get my name out there as much as I could. And I was tweeting at everybody, and that got me in, some fights. And it got us to where we are today to some extent, where some people don't like me because I would just say how I felt on Twitter. Or maybe I would poke the bear with people sometimes, or I would try to start fights. I was an idiot, and some of the stuff I do regret, but two of the reasons why initially Dunk didn't like me, and I don't even know if he knows this, but, and I've told this story before, two of the things that happened with us was, one, the year, I guess 2019, 2020, Bjergsen's last year as a player with TSM, it came down to like the very last game of the year, him and Core JJ for MVP, Team Liquid beat TSM, Core ends up winning the MVP, Dunk ends up tweeting something months later of like, Core JJ, best player in the LCS to clear MVP this last year, and I tweeted something like, I don't really think Core JJ was a clear MVP. I mean, first of all, you're the TSM social media guy. Second of all, it was very, very close with Bjergsen, and if TSM would have beat TL that last week, he probably would have won the MVP. So that was kind of the first time we butted heads. Then also, when BB decided to leave, or when BB got kicked from TSM or whatever, and, Dunk tweeted out something like, oh, all TSM fans love BB. We're always going to be supportive of him. And I replied again, maybe this is a stupid reply, but I replied to him the picture of the BB middle fingers. He gave double middle fingers on Instagram. And I replied that to Dunk. And I was like, I don't know if all TSM fans love BB. I know that, a lot of TSM fans still hold some animosity towards BB for this. He kind of gave double middle finger to the organization and stuff. Not everyone thought that was a great look, whatever. After that, Dunk blocked me, and I was blocked for a whole year. Never got unblocked. Recently, this is a couple months ago, after a whole year something being blocked, he reached out to me and was like, hey man, people are saying you don't like me. I checked and I saw you were blocked. I don't know why I ever blocked you. My bad. Hopefully we're still good. He unblocked me. He followed me. I was like, yeah man, we're all good. Whatever. Hopefully we can put it behind us. I was like, hey man, I'm gonna have some hot takes and stuff about TSM. Obviously I cover the stories, I cover the news, but I hope we're all good. And if you're gonna follow me, just know hey, I'm gonna be saying some stuff about TSM, but it's nothing personal. It's not about you guys. It's just this is what I do. He didn't respond to that, but whatever. Things go on, and, we had some good interactions. He's talking about losing weight. I, have a lot to do with nutrition and diets and helping people lose weight. I told him congrats for his weight loss. I told him, hey, man, you ever need some help? You ever want to, lose weight? Hey, feel free to reach out. Maybe I can help you out and stuff. Maybe I can hook you up. Things were good. We had some interactions. He was always responding. And then eventually, randomly, he unfollowed me, and I was still following him, and I didn't know that he unfollowed me, but I would still tweet at him, just before, and now he stopped liking my tweets. He stopped replying to my tweets, so I was like, oh, maybe he muted me. I don't know. I don't really care that much, but he unfollowed me, so I unfollowed him, and I was a little bit hurt by that. I was a little bit, not happy. And that's where this whole thing started of me being like, hey, what the heck's going on? This guy is super weird. He's blocking me, then he's following me, then he's unfollowing me. And that's what happened. That is absolutely what happened. And that gets us to this point where he tweeted out this. This was, during the whole TSM drama. This is pretty early on in the season. He tweeted, "My only advice for fans right now is to avoid media and shit takes from casters and analysts." And I, didn't necessarily know if he was talking about me. And I didn't think he was talking about me. I still don't think he's talking about me. But, I felt like this was a shot at not me, but, hey, media members, people who do stuff like me. And maybe me being a small part of that, avoid these shit takes from casters, analysts about already hitting our ceilings. I've sat in reviews. I've watched scrims. They know their issues. They're working on them. It takes time. Have faith. He's telling us, hey, guys, I'm behind the scenes right now. Everything's going fine. We're working on it. We're going to be good. But then, the truth comes out of, hey, TSM was firing a coach. They're benching their support. Things are clearly not going good behind the scenes. This was like maybe the day before Travis Gafford came out and said that, hey, they canceled scrims and like all this crazy stuff. And I just quoted that tweet because, one, at this time I was already not really happy with Dunk in general, but I quoted this tweet and was like, hey, guys, everything's going great, or, something like that with like clown emojis and laughing. Or tweet like, hey, guys, everything's going great, and then like, everything clearly not going great. And that tweet got some likes. It was funny. But hey, whatever. Obviously, Dunk didn't like that too much. And at this time, he had just unfollowed me. But then after this, he blocked me. I tweeted some other stuff about, like, they said, oh, people are just trying to create narratives. And I was like, oh, the narrative that TSM is 0-6 or 1-5 and has the worst start in their history? Like, what narrative is the media creating? It was so weird. I felt like they weren't acknowledging the issues with TSM. I felt like they were just trying to blame media. And again, not necessarily me, but people like me, and then, maybe me a little bit too. So then he blocked me, and, that's fine. That's whatever. But then fast forward to today, where TSM tweeted out, if we had a Legends series for another squad, which esports roster would you want one for? And I tweeted, damn, TSM really giving up on their LCS team, LOL, because this is in the midst of, some of the Lena stuff coming out where she's talking about how TSM, is starting to get away from the LOL team. People already feel like TSM's given up on the LOL team. They're not spending as much money. Reggie's silent on them all of a sudden. The team sucks. And Reggie's talking about selling his house, selling his car, selling his clothes, and hey, none of that's happening. We have a not very good team. It's imploding behind the scenes. We're firing a coach. We're doing all this random stuff. And hey, this got a bunch of likes, 386 likes. This tweet from TSM with 2.2 million followers got 963. And I was not the only one to say this. You can go to the quote tweets, and other people are saying this as well. TSM giving up on their LOL team. TSM dipping from LOL. Laughing my ass off. TSM LCS is done. Unironically gave up on the league team. I was not the only person to point this out, and that's partly why the tweet got so many likes. I also tweeted out this. I said, such a tone-deaf tweet. It's unreal, LMAO. The social media god strikes again. And obviously, that was me taking a shot at Dunk. I was blocked. I didn't care. Maybe this was how he was going to see it if I tweet directly at the TSM account. And maybe tone-deaf wasn't the right thing, but I just meant... My whole point here was that LCS is already doing really bad. People are already really disappointed in the LCS team. It already feels to a lot of fans like TSM is pushing away the LCS team. Like, it's an afterthought. Like, North America, they don't really care about NA fans. They don't really care about the LCS. They're trying to grow internationally. They're getting into mobile games. They're doing Blitz app. They got Valorant, Apex, Dota. They got all this other stuff going on. While the LCS team is imploding around it. And this is what got TSM here in the first place. This is the only reason TSM is this big. None of this happens without the LCS team. And now they're talking about their flagship documentary series, LCS, TSM Legends. And they're talking about, hey, let's do it for another team, Hey, again, this is the one big shiny thing that the LCS has. Screw it, we're going to do it for somebody else now. Just like with everything else that has started amazing with the LCS team, branched out to other teams, and then the LCS team has kind of been forgotten about. And my point was just, hey, even if you want to start a Legends for another squad or whatever, maybe wait a little bit. Maybe wait until, TSM isn't imploding in the LCS, where things aren't going horrible, where fans aren't already pissed. And again, like I said, I think a lot of other people agreed with me. Now, you can agree this is a shit take or a bad tweet or I'm an idiot or whatever. That's fine. But other people seem to agree with me. And I thought this was super, super funny. And the hilarious part about this is, after this tweet, Dunk goes to my account, unblocks me, and he decides to reply. Now, he says this. He says, the Jerm Special, which is hilarious. Thank you. I guess we have a new term coined. It's missing one word before Legends, which should be second. And again, I understood that the point of the tweet meant a second Legends. I didn't ever think that they were replacing TSM Legends with just another team and TSM Legends was just going to be gone. But again, if you're missing a word, okay, that's like somebody else said, hey, that's not Jerm's fault. You guys tweeted the stuff out. And he said, honestly, how is that tone deaf, us talking about replicating a successful docuseries for another esport? And again, That's my point. It's not talking about replicating a successful docuseries for another esport. That's great. I get that. There's a time and a place for that. I just don't think that time and place is right now when everyone says you're giving up on the LCS team, you're taking everything great from the LCS team, the money, the people, everything, and shifting it up somewhere else. And now you're talking about doing the same thing with TSM Legends. That was my issue. And again, it's not just my issue. It's at least 400 other people's issue as well. So yeah, that's where I thought it was weird. But man, for Dunk to come at me like this, he unblocks me just to say this, the Jerm special. Super, super funny. Now, I replied to this tweet and I said, aren't I blocked? How are you replying to me right now? You know, why are you replying to me right now? You blocked me. What's this all about? And he said, no, just unfollowed you. I thought I blocked you by mistake before. Now he's talking about a year ago. I gave you guys the backstory. Then I followed you and saw your absolutely embarrassing takes, so I had to unfollow. Now, again, this was just absolutely not true, and I've showed you guys before the screenshots and stuff of him blocking me, and let me see if I can find that actually real quick. I have it somewhere. I can't pull it up right now, I don't think. I'd have to scroll back a little bit on my Twitter, but I can show you guys where he blocked me before, because I tweeted it out. I was like, oh, you know, when the going get tough, the tough get blocking or whatever. He claims that he only ever unfollowed me. He claims that he never blocked me, and you know, that's fine. But I don't know. I've showed it in a video before. Anyway, he blocked me. So I replied to him with the picture of him blocking me. And I was like, you know, why would you lie about something that's so easily verifiable? You know, you seem like a great man of dignity and honesty. And I said something along the lines of, you know, you're in the right spot, or, you know, insinuating like, hey, you fit in great with TSM essentially. Okay, here we go. Here is the tweet. So you guys saw, he said, hey, he didn't block me, he just unfollowed me. And then, hey, well, I have this. I have this screenshot of you blocking me. So why are you saying that you didn't block me, you just unfollowed me? And what's hilarious is he knowingly is trying to lie to people because, again, I was blocked this morning. To even go tweet at me in the first place, he went and unblocked me and then tweeted at me. Super, super weird. So this is now the second instance where I think he's just being, you know, outright dishonest and outright, I don't know this guy personally. I'm not saying I hate him. I'm not saying he's a terrible person or anything like that, but I'm saying I am losing respect for him when, you know, he's saying, oh guys, I'm behind the scenes right now. Everything's going good. We're going to be okay. That was a lie. And then he's coming out and saying, no, man, I didn't block you. I just unfollowed you because you have embarrassingly bad takes. Okay, like one, come and take shots at me, you know, punching down. That's the TSM way. Join the club of Parth and all the other guys. And then also just outright lying about something that, hey, I know is untrue. All you guys who watch my videos know is just simply untrue. Was absolutely hilarious. So then I said, I replied with that screenshot and was like, yeah, that's kind of weird that you'd lie about something like that. You seem, you know, pretty dishonest to me. And his response was, I'm happy that your greatest achievement in life is me blocking you. And I had no response at this point. I replied like, please stop. You are just embarrassing yourself. And that's the truth. I really felt bad at this point. Like, this is a horrible response. It is embarrassing. This is your TSM social media manager coming at I Am Jerm, talking about how my greatest achievement in life is him blocking me because I caught him in the middle of a lie after I've caught him in another lie before, after he's been fake to me and weird to me, and he's saying that my takes are so embarrassingly bad. And that's the funny part. What were my embarrassingly bad takes, you know, in January and February when he would have unfollowed me? It would have all been about TSM and how I hated the TSM offseason, how TSM lost the offseason, how TSM's headed in a terrible direction, how TSM is finished, and they're, you know, so far removed from the old glory days, this team is not going to develop, this team's not going to be good, and they're, you know, just trying to save money. Those are the embarrassingly bad takes that I'm getting insulted for right now, and the embarrassingly bad takes that, you know, got me unfollowed in the first place. Yet here we are again, TSM is what, 1-8 right now? They're in dead last? Maybe all of my embarrassingly bad takes were actually spot on accurate and they're hitting a soft spot. Maybe he's getting a little bit defensive. Maybe he's a very, very passionate TSM fan that's taking things a little too personal and then trying to take personal shots back at me when, again, I told him in the DMs, hey, I'm going to be saying some stuff about TSM, but it's nothing personal for you guys. I was very nice to him personally. I reached out to him all the time. We had positive reactions. But yes, I was commenting on the team of TSM. I never said a single negative word about Dunk on my Twitter or anything like that. And then now he's getting personal with me. He wanted to unfollow me. You know, I took that maybe not the best way. Maybe I started this little beef today. But again, to say the Jerm special, to say my embarrassingly bad takes, and to say that him blocking me is the greatest achievement of my life is hilarious. You know, and then he went around telling people, I guess, that, hey, he wasn't going to block me. You know, Jerm's just Jerm. You can't be mad about that, yada, yada, yada. And then that gets us to where we are today, where, you know, we can scroll back up and see he blocked me again. And you can see his updated profile picture here. So, you know, this is a new screenshot. Back to being blocked. And I'm not surprised that I'm back to being blocked, but I am surprised that he blocked me after saying, you know, he didn't block me and he wasn't going to block me, and that, hey, Jerm's just Jerm, you know, yada, 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 whatever. Super, super weird. Now, I do have some other tweets that may give us a little bit of insight into what's going on at TSM right now. You know, after TSM lost today and more stuff came out about Spica and Shenny and all this stuff, he said, hey, yo, please leave me the fuck alone. I'm a glorified messenger that presses send on tweets. I do not have control or knowledge on roster swaps. Social media is not esports management. It's part of the job and something I knew before I signed up. Thankfully, I have a very supportive wife and friends and a strong mental. I would argue, hey, maybe you don't have the strongest mental. It's easier to say you have a strong mental than actually have a strong mental. I think, you know, we clearly saw that today. But he also said, but some social media people aren't so lucky, they're humans too. And I absolutely agree with that. And like I said, hey, whatever, no bad blood. I don't really care. I am going to probably, you know, tweet about him more in the future, take more shots about him in the future, because yeah, they want to come at me. They want to, you know, take shots at me. That's fine. They want to punch down. I'm game for this. I'll go back and forth with you guys all day. That's funny, but hey, just understand, it's not a good look for you. It's not a good look for TSM. And you are just embarrassing yourself. And I don't really care. If you want to say I'm embarrassing myself or I have embarrassingly bad takes or whatever, that's fine. But this was kind of my day today, just going back and forth with these kind of idiots, clowns, whatever. But like I said, I don't know the guy personally. I'm not saying he's a horrible person. I'm saying he's stupid. He said some stupid things, and again, I think it's a horrible, horrible look for him and TSM as a whole, when I've kept it to on the Rift stuff. I've said I don't like what's going on with TSM, and again, they're 1-8. So am I out of bounds for saying that? When TSM's sucking, should I say that TSM is great? And if I don't say TSM's great while they're 1-8 in last place, then I'm a problem. I have embarrassingly bad takes, and I need to be scapegoated or blocked or whatever. That's weird. That's strange. But this is the latest kind of saga with me and Dunk right now. Hopefully I did a good job of telling this whole story to you guys. Hopefully you guys were entertained. Hopefully you guys think it's funny or whatever. Super, super weird stuff. But I'm back to being unblocked. So, you know, there's probably going to be no updates in the upcoming future. I can't imagine I'm getting unblocked anytime soon. But like I said, hey, maybe Dunk wants to hop on for a video sometime. Maybe he wants to chat with me. Maybe he wants to talk. I would love to talk things out. I would love to figure things out. I would love to work things out. But right now it's not looking so good. And the other interesting thing is like, bringing this back to the Cloud9 stuff, is like, I've talked so much crap about Cloud9 before. I've hated on them in so many tweets, videos, said all this stuff. And look at how the guys at Cloud9 are to me. You know, they get it. They respect it. They know they're not perfect. They know they've maybe done some bad things. They maybe know I've had some bad takes and been wrong as well. Maybe they've been right about some stuff. And I was never a fan of C9. I always talk crap about them. And then I was a fan of TSM for 9 years. And I only have guys like Dunk and Parth and all these guys coming out and talking bad about me. Well, you know, whatever. You lost another one today, TSM. Super, super weird stuff. Who knows where this will go next, but just another day in the life of Jerm. Like I said, here to keep you guys entertained, whatever it takes. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this whole thing. I don't know. You think TSM's a mess? You think I was wrong? You think TSM's right? I don't know. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.